Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tutorials, and in this VS Code pro tip, we're going to be talking about auto push on commit to your version control. Now, this is actually an extremely easy setting to tweak and to change. However, this is something that I've really enjoyed working on. Specifically, typically when you're working, what you're doing is you're writing some code, you're writing a commit, you're committing, and then you're pushing. Now, I really like to push every single time I commit. Every single time. There's no reason for me not to. Now, some people, your workflows very well may vary from mine. However, for me personally, if I'm committing something, I'm doing my work, I'm committing, I want it to almost always go up to the remote location of our version control. In our instance, it's Git. Now, or GitHub, I should say. So how do you get this kind of thing set up? Now, you can see mine's a little intense here. I have a mono repo set up, but this is my version control over here. And you can see we have a branch. We're on a specific branch. And I even have a pull request open right here on that branch. Now, the pull request isn't perfect, so I'm obviously not going to merge it. And I don't necessarily have any major changes, but let's just say I'm in this new.svelte file. If I'm making a change like removing that space, I'm hitting the save it to this file, you're going to see that this file now pops up into our changes inside of the source control panel. Now, typically what I would do is just write a message here, do command enter to commit it, or click the plus. I'm doing command enter typically. And then you would maybe have to do another command prompt to say push. Or you would, if you're the mouse type of person, you'd come down here and you'd click the little icon that has like the up arrow into the cloud. Not me though, I have it set up to be automatic. And to do that, you have it to be code, preferences, and then inside of our preferences, you head into settings, which is where you're normally gonna do. And the thing you wanna search for here is post commit. So after you commit, what is the behavior of VS Code? Now I have mine set to push. After VS Code commits, it's going to automatically push. Now, the other option here is sync, and sync is going to also pull down anything from the remote version of this same branch. I don't typically like to automatically pull in code, especially if I haven't looked at it yet or don't know what it is. I don't want to accidentally break something because somebody else pushed up some broken code. So I don't run sync here. However, if your workflow is good enough, you can have sync. But the default is set to none. So by default, just flat out doesn't do anything. But if you set this to be push, like we have ours set, now what we can do, in fact, let me even pop this open over to the side so you can see this goes up immediately. And we're going to say, this is removes extra space. And I'm going to hit command return or command enter, whatever you call it, to commit this. And you'll be able to see that this immediately starts turning and it has no like 0 of 1 push pull, whatever, like it totally would. And almost immediately we're getting some interesting information over here. You can see removes extra space popped in automatically, meaning that the moment I committed this, it automatically pushed it up to my GitHub repo. Again, this may not be the type of thing that everyone wants to use, but me personally, I think this feature is fantastic. Now, one small caveat to this, if you've created a brand new branch and you've never pushed it to the remote origin, then you're going to have to push it manually. This is only for branches that exist remotely already. So as long as the branch exists remotely, it doesn't have to have a PR open, the branch just has to exist. But as long as the branch exists, you commit, enter, whatever, automatic push up. And the reason why that's so nice is that you'll never have to worry about, did I push this up or not? You'll never have to click the button to automatically push it up. If you're in a hurry or anything like that, you just commit, then you're done, right? Commit, then you're done. This is a feature I love, and honestly, I'm just like many of these other things in this pro tip series, everyone's not gonna love this, but me personally, this saves me a ton of headache in a ton of small things where maybe I've forgotten to push something up. So this is a really small setting, a really easy one to tweak, and something that I absolutely love. So thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you Wednesday for another edition of What is Wednesday. If you're new to this channel, we have 3 weekly series. Right now we have VS Code Pro Tips on Monday, What is Wednesday, where we talk about individual web development topic and explain what it is. Just very bare bones, explain what it is. And we also have a series on Friday called Weekly Svelte, where we talk about Svelte topics every single Friday. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.